I'd always had an affinity with, my forebears who were of our naturally Irish background, and having been to Ireland on a couple of occasions prior to this, I just fell in love with the concept of having a horse racing in what I considered to be the Irish national colours.
Kevin, here we are at Lauriston Thoroughbred Farm, a place that really began 40 years ago when you leased your first horse.
That's true, Sam. A few of my mates, we got together after footy training one night, and having probably a few more beers than we should have, we decided, well, why don't we get involved in a racehorse? Oh, yeah, right, okay. But because none of us, the six of us, had no affiliation with any trainers, we had to start from scratch. And sure enough, we ended up with a horse called Fighting Legend. Or the horse didn't live up to the name. He didn't have a lot of fight, and he certainly wasn't a legend, but he gave us a lot of fun.
Through the 70s, you raced a few horses with a little bit of success?
Oh, yes, we did. Because of the affiliation I built with Ron Maund, we were able to buy a tried horse called Poncho. It was trained by Angus Armanasco. Now, within 4 weeks of buying him, he won 3 races for us. Poncho went on to win quite a number of races, I think 17 all told. And as a consequence, our appetite was really whetted for what racing was all about.
You've had a great association with Ron Maund, who offered plenty of advice when you were setting up this property.
Ron's envisage of Coronella was just flat land, and when he saw this property with all the undulations and one thing and another, he said, oh heck, this could turn into something, of some value. The property had never seen a horse prior to us coming here, and everything had to be rebuilt. Paddocks, fencing, stables, whole work. So it took a lot of time and a lot of money to get to the stage where we felt comfortable with where we were heading.
She's cantered past these leaders, opened up 2-3 lengths, she's away from them. But Gold Edition is giving them a spanking. Gold Edition by about 5 or 6.
There was something special about it, there was no two doubts about it, and that was evident to Ron from day one when he first saw her at the sales. It wasn't so evident to me because I don't have that sort of an eye, but nevertheless Ron did convince me that she was something a bit special.
She is fabulous.
Look at Gold Edition, she's making an absolute mess of them. Gold Edition won by 6 lengths to Grand Reed.
Obviously winning 2 Group 1s was great, but I think the day she won the Magic Millions 3-year-old, worth $1 million in overall prize money, and Darren Beedman riding her, it was just the fact that a lot of people were critical or thought that she wasn't couldn't run 1,400 metres. The thing that allayed our fears was when Darren Beedman came out of the jockey's room and said to Ron, don't worry Ron, I'm one of the best horses and we'll win. And she did by 7 lengths.
Just fell in the photo.
Yeah, well the second horse was riderless. Well, to the top of the hill it's about 1,000 metres, but you might note, Sam, it goes around to the left and it's on a bit of a plateau there. Then right down the outside of the property, you'll see the white rail over there. It extends and picks up with our 900 metre round warm-up track, which makes it about a 2,400 metre exercise.
Well, besides having the beautiful assets that we've been and visited this morning, this is just another benefit to the training programs that you run.
It is, Sam, and to be quite honest with you, it's I think now that we've branched out into doing a lot more pre-training for outside horses, just a wonderful opportunity for them to access this facility, and the horses get a variation in life as well, and makes it a pretty good outlook for them.
It's one of those things that horses thrive in an environment like this where they haven't got 100 horses rushing past them. They just work at their own speed.
Exactly right, and they virtually can do what Warren wants them to do. They'll canter along the sand here, they'll go into the water and they'll start thrashing along the water. Those horses there are just, they'll go back into the stables and, go onto the walking machine. They may even swim in our private horse pool, which is really just a dam that we've converted for such. They'll get all the feed and the attention that the individual trainer wants them to have.